Welcome viewers to iBrand Daybreak, and it's still social media buzz. The police public relations officer, Lagos State SP Benjamin Hundeyin, said in a tweet, and I quote, irrespective, I repeat, irrespective of what the police officer must have done, unprofessionally kidnapping anyone, especially a law enforcement officer, is a felony. This man is a suspect. Investigation has commenced. Let's take a look at a few quotes. Mayowa Ilesomi says because she's a police officer, that permits her to jump into someone else's vehicle. It's only in Nigeria that the police officer will ask you to park, straight up jump into your car and instruct you to drive to the police station. The earlier they stopped that, the better. Ola also says, what was she doing inside their car? Abi, what felony are you talking about? Do you know how to stop and search people extort them? The first thing they do is enter your car before they ask for anything. Samili Uba of Lagos says, who asked her to enter their car? Why can't you just enter someone's car just like that without permission? O2 also says, why do I have the feeling that the investigation will never be balanced and fair? Like play, Nigeria police don't change the story for this man's head. Well, now this man has been accused of kidnapping. We don't know if he actually kidnapped the policewoman. He did not kidnap because there was a video. Some people who kidnap don't make videos today.
Sometimes they make videos.
Well, with their faces showing, that's
no, this is not the first time it's happening. I saw a video some years back where a last man official was
on the roof of the car.
Yeah, the roof of the car, and the driver was just driving. I mean,
the thing is,
once you extort money from people, and you really have to enforce or use your position to really collect money from these people. This bribe, and I don't know, the government is not doing enough. I feel they're not doing so much about this. Now they've shown this story that this guy actually kidnapped this policewoman. They're not going to investigate or try to petition the police officer for what she has done or punish her. No,
they won't. We'll never tell. Well,
I hope they do.
Let's not say they are not great, but the police force, we actually have some reasonable people still in the police force, so let's give them benefit of doubt for that. But then, looking at the statement from the police officer that mentioned, she said, irrespective, the PRO, irrespective, I repeat, irrespective. You cannot say irrespective of what the woman did. That's an extreme case. Irrespective, what if he was trying to save himself? We've seen people robbing police uniforms.
Don't care
so you cannot say irrespective of what the woman had done. Well, your duty is to safeguard lives and properties. Now, before we had issues, accidents happen with these people dragging the steering with drivers. So no one can tell what the man was thinking at that point. I'm not making a case for the man. I do not know him. I'm not making a case for the woman. I'm being realistic because I'm a human being and I've had my experience with these people.
And it just happen over and over again. Yeah.
So a car ran into a woman because the police officer was trying to get 50 naira or whatever, and then the failed brake and whatever, and you're dragging the steering with these people. So probably he was trying to save himself because you enter someone's car before even knowing what happened. You're saying drive to the office. With the recurrent issues, this has happened times and times again. Of course, you wouldn't expect someone to just sit back. Maybe, I think what the officer would have said was, would investigate properly before tagging him a kidnapper. Right. You can't say someone kidnapped and he's showing his face irrespective of what the human did. That means you already begin to put it at a one-sided part of the story rather than being open and not being unbiased here.
Well, Isaac Newton's third law, his motion states for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Bringing that to the Nigerian, sphere, for every ment there's a counter ment, and that's what we just saw. Again, we've spoken about police brutality, extortion, and all of those forms over time. It's a recurring motif within our policing structure or system, wherein they just, in the name of stop and search, stop a vehicle, and next thing is to just get into the car before even asking questions either for your papers or your driver's license or what have you. The next thing is drive to the station, or we've had all of those things. Now over time you've also had that as a result of that breakdown in professionalism by some police members. You now have some policemen rather, you now have certain individuals also take laws into their hands that, okay, since you want to act in quotes stupid, I would also do something stupid. And that's where you see those trending videos or viral videos of a policeman or a last mile or even an FRC official hanging onto the roof or the bonnet, and someone is just driving away like, okay, when I just toss you somewhere, again, it is not justifiable, the actions of the, motorist, but something better that reaction, and that's because the policemen or the law enforcement agents were not professional in their conduct. And these are the issues that needs to be addressed. As I said, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. That's what this third law states of motion. If you bring it back, as I said, to the Nigerian or social balance, is every man there's a countermeasure. The man in question didn't just, in quote, decide to kidnap. Something happened. The woman in question had to have acted in a way that he deemed, annoying and what have you. These are the issues, and these are the things that needs to be investigated, really.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, say something.
No, he had said it all. Like for every man, there is a countermeasure. I think they should, rather than try to turn the case, what I expect the police force, as professional as they say they are, or they should be, what I expect them was to talk about the roots of this issue. It's not the first time we're talking about the Nigerian police.
Which is bribe.
So it's not the first time we're having this issue. We've had cases of people die because they were dragging the steering with people, which is also a crime in its own. You don't struggle with the steering with the driver. You could lose control, and that's already a crime on its own. So rather they should go to the root of it and sort the problem from the root, and leave the branches alone, because until the root dies, the tree would always keep growing. You can't cut the tree from the stem and expect it not to grow. Until you uproot it, it will keep growing, and it might even grow and it will still produce fruits. So rather than all of this talk about it from the roots of the issue.
Okay, thank you, Margaret and Samson. Thank you so much, viewers. I am Choma Amaribula, and it's a wrap on social media buzz.
Okay, thank you so much, Shoma. That's a wrap on iBrandTV this morning. It's Friday and it's the weekend. Please have a wonderful weekend, have a restful weekend. Do not do something that will make the policeman enter your car. And if they do enter your car, that's a better way to handle it than to
drive him.
Yeah, right, but that's on the red light. What I mean is, do what is needful, do the right things, the right place at the right time. I'll leave you the quote from Eleanor Roosevelt that says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." No one can make you feel inferior without the consent. In a nutshell, Chaba, what's from those quotes?
Yes, I mean, if you carry yourself well, I mean, no one can pull you down. So if you let yourself, if you have inferior complex, if you let yourself be pulled down, people will definitely trample on you. So carry yourself with pride. Believe in yourself. That's it for me.
Nothing beats having, utmost conviction in oneself and one's ability to get things done. Nothing. Once you have that, it drives you through whatever challenges you go through. And some may see it as being cocky. Well, it's what it is. You're confident in yourself.
Confidence sometimes is mistaken as pride. So if you're sure you're not proud, and of course you know you're not proud and you're confident, people always want to question your confidence and say, oh, well, she's proud, or he's proud, or well, he's doing too much. But the thing is, if you don't do too much, they will help pull you down. So it's better you do too much and they don't get up to you than to be on the floor and they trample on you. So it's better for them to be seen as proud than to be seen as anyhow. I think that's the best word to use. So confidence is yours. If you do not no one can make you feel less than yourself, except you want it. People will always talk. So it's better you give them a good reason to talk. And that's a wrap on the show today. On Monday, promises to be bigger and better. Of course, iBrandTV has more amazing shows for you. Please do stay with us. My name is Margaret Opara. Do have an amazing weekend.
And I am Choma Amoribulam. Enjoy your weekend.
Do have a great day. I'm Samson Olede.